Hey, I'm Amanda, and you're watching The Reading and Writing Life. Normally, I come on here and I talk about a bunch of books that I reviewed, a few books that I've reviewed, usually 3 or 4, maybe 5, sometimes if I talk fast enough. But today, I'm only going to be talking about one book. Okay, hey, so I am getting ready to go out to dinner tonight with my husband. And I wanted to talk about a book that I just finished reading. I did it as a buddy read. It's one of my first buddy reads that I've ever done. It's for sure the first one I've done since I got a channel. And I have an actual book for it, although I don't have it in here with me right now. It's on the table to go back to the library. So, okay. I went and got it so that I can hold it up for just a second, but it's called 5 Days Gone by Laura Cumming. Now I'm going to put the picture up there so you can see it. There's also another name that it goes by, and I can't remember, but I'll put both pictures up there and you can see what they are. So anyway, I read this, like I said, as my first buddy read with Heather from Soggy Expat Booknerd, which I've talked about her in quite a few of my videos, and I will link her down below, but she picked this to read, and I have really mixed feelings about it. Number one, if you are an artist, or if you like art, or if you see the world in an artistic way, and you like descriptions, and you like flowing prose, then maybe this book would be perfect for you. However, I feel like the story she was trying to tell, and I was trying to find some pictures in here, because she does have quite a few pictures in this book, and some of them are artwork like this. Like that is not like a snapshot picture, but then there's like this picture. This is a picture of her father because he's an artist and he's painting. Anyway, that doesn't matter, except to say that the way that she kind of discovered her mother's life and what happened to her mother was through pictures, and so I think that's why they mean a lot to her. And then also, she's an artist, mostly a writer, and her parents are both artists, and so I think that that's just the way they see the world, is through art. And I don't know, I feel like it was not a long book, but it still felt like I was slogging to just get through the 4 chapters that we were reading each day. We were just trying to read 4 chapters a day, and those sometimes felt really hard to get through. The overall story is that the woman telling the story, her name is Laura. Her mother, whose name is Betty, or Elizabeth, or Grace, depending on when you meet her and when what's going on in her life. But she, as an adult, as in like a 60-something-year-old woman, finds out that she was kidnapped as a 3-year-old, and that she had this whole other life up until the age of 3 when she came to live with her parents that raised her. Now, she already knew when she was a teenager that she was adopted by these people, but not until she was much older did she find out everything that had happened in those 3 short years. And she really didn't even find out all of that. And it is, in my Goodreads review, I just said that it was a heartbreaking story, and it is. And I couldn't get to the point where I was okay with things the way they happen. And I think it's because I just want there to be more answers than there just are in the world. Like, this is a true story. She can't wrap it all up for us any better than what actually happened in the story. And so, I don't know. I just feel like I feel sad for her, and I feel sad for her mom and the whole situation around them. I super feel sad for her adoptive mother. Like, there was just so many things going on and so many layers to this. And at its core, I think it's a really good story that is just tragic. Like, it's a really good story that could have been told in a lot less words. And I would have given this 3.5 stars. You can't do that on Goodreads, and so I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads because, you know, if you've been here for a while, 3 is about the lowest that I will go for a book that I finish. So I didn't think that it was that bad, mostly because the very end kind of redeemed it a little bit, but it was too weirdly paced. Like it would go really long with nothing happening, and then all of a sudden we have a ton of information in like a 2-chapter span, and then it slows really down a lot and we don't get a lot of information for a couple more chapters. And so anyway, there was just a lot of build up for a little bitty payoff. And so I think it could have been done a little bit better. But overall, like I said, if you're looking for a nonfiction book that is a little bit about art and life, and also just about the true story of how somebody found out such a life-changing thing about herself at such an advanced age. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know who this book would be perfect for. I am glad that I read it. I'm glad that I read it with Heather, because I think if I had been reading this on my own, I would have bailed. I would have probably read half the book and then been like, nah, and just slipped to the end and see if I could figure out what happened and be done with it. But I'm glad I was reading it with somebody else, so that I had to take my time and I had to actually finish it, because I didn't want to bail on a buddy read. So anyway, it was really good, and thanks for letting me just jump in here for a few minutes and talk about just this one book this time. I never have a review for just one book, but I am this time. So anyway, if you haven't checked out Heather's channel, click on the link below and check her out. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any videos, and I will be back in the next one. Bye guys.